Hello sewing people, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to give you a little quick demo on this New Home limited edition. It's a 1994. So let's get started. Okay, the light is back here. It's a little button you turn. I already have the machine threaded, and it's a pretty basic machine. Has a carrying handle here. You put your thread back here. I'll show you how to wind it in a minute. Your functions, you have a little turn dial right here for your straight stitch, which is B. So you just turn this dial to B, which is where I have it now, and I'll show you a couple other stitches. Then over here you have your stitch length and reverse. Down here we have a little storage box. Has some accessories in it, a couple different feet. I think it's a zipper foot and edge trim hammer foot. Two screwdrivers and 4 or 5 bobbins. Oh, there's also a plastic foot, which works good if you're using silkies or rubbery types of fabric. Then this machine also has the free arm, which is real nice. And as you can see, the bobbin and bobbin case goes under there. And I'll show you all that too when we go to threading the machine. Let me show you a little bit about how it works, how well it sews. I would say this would be, there's the up-down needle position. I'd say this would be a good beginner machine because it's pretty basic. Reverse right here. That's the back. I have a different color thread in the back. Then I have that burgundy fuchsia type color, pink, in the front. And as you can see, the back looks just as good as the front. The speed is good on this machine. You can slow it down. I have a tendency to go fast when I'm sewing, but you don't have to sew that fast. Okay, again, that's your straight stitches. As you can see, it's doing just perfect. Alright, let me show you. Now we'll turn the dial over here and we'll go to, oh, and also make sure you have your needle up out of position because it's going to be moving. Now to go to the zigzag, we're going to turn over this way to D. You can barely see that. It's D. Oops, and you reverse. Now you control your length right here. I have it set on about 2.5. Now you can bring it closer together, you can bring it further apart by turning the dial, whatever you want to do. And then you can make your zigzags larger too. Or smaller. Make sure you have your needle up when you go to pull out your thread, and always pull out a good little bit, or so you don't pull out your thread from your needle. Zigzag, front and back, just as good. Alright. Now this E is good for if you're going to be doing elastic. This E right here is good for elastic. I think that's called the stretch stitch. It kind of wiggles a little different. Because it's going to stretch. Uh-oh, I broke my thread. There you go, that's the stretch stitch. That's the back. The bobbin is the green minty color. And it's looking just as good. Okay, I'm getting a little closer in now so you can see the sewing a little better on the machine. Now I'm going to switch over to the blind hem stitch, which is the F. Oops, I think my bobbin just ran out. Yep. Alright, well I can show you a little bit of what that did. The blind hem. It's not going to show up quite as... Oh, I can't get it in front of the camera. Here we go. But that's the blind hem. Front and back. A little bit more difficult to see on this color. Alright, well while we're at it then, since my bobbin ran out, all these bobbins didn't have very much thread in them. When I would use fill a bobbin, I like to go ahead and fill up the whole thing. Alright, to wind a bobbin. Let's see if I got the camera lined up real good over here. Alright, now to wind a bobbin, we're going to have our threads, pull all of our thread out. Okay, you're going to put your spool of thread up here. There's two spool of caddies right here. You could use either one. Then there's a little tiny loop right there. Loop your thread through that. Then come around through here. This thing here. Then I don't have a bobbin that's totally empty. We're going to go ahead and see about sticking some thread through this hole. Okay, when you get the thread through there, you're going to go ahead and wrap it a couple times. Kind of get it started. And put your thread like that. And wind. Now, if you notice the foot pedal, not the foot pedal, the needle is going up and down over here. Now, to stop that, we'll just go ahead and loosen this wheel right here, and then the needle won't go up and down. I like to do that. Now I also like to guide my thread with my finger. You're not supposed to have to do that, but it doesn't always wind it real well. Yeah, see, I'm going wild here. Okay, then I will go ahead and wind it full, but for this video, I'm not going to do that. Then you're going to go ahead and tighten your knob back. Take your thread, and you want to cut this loose thread right here off, because you don't want that catching in your bobbin case while you're sewing. Okay, now we're going to slide this off, and our bobbin case is right under here. You take that little thing right there. That's how you pull it out. Then the old bobbin is in here, but see, it's just, it wasn't fully wound. Okay, then you're going to take your new bobbin, stick your bobbin in there, and right there's a little, that's where you want to get it to go, right through there, through there. I've shown this on a lot of other videos. Okay, now you see this little thumb right here. We're going to get that thumb lined up in here the right way. You feel with your finger. And it snaps when it's in the right place. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and put this back on. Then we're going to get ready to thread our machine. Okay, now to thread the machine, we're going to go just like we did with the bobbin. Stick the thread on the spool. Come right behind that loop. Then we're going to come right behind here. I'm probably going to have... Okay, then after we come behind here, now this sewing machine has the bobbin in tension kind of inside. It's slightly different than other machines, but you're still going to go in the same order. Come on down like this, behind this right here. That's your tension. Then you may have to turn your wheel to make sure that that lever right there, that take-up lever, make sure it's up. So you can take your thread and go right behind it. Then you're going to come right back on down behind this loop right here. You see this loop right here? That's where it's going to come back down through there. Then right behind this right here. Okay, then there's one more loop right down here. I'm trying to hold the camera in my hand. There we go. Did you see that? Okay, and then we're going to thread the needle. I'm not going to do it right now. Make sure your needle is up, and you're going to thread it straight back this way.